Hey guys, and well, yeah, this is a bit of an annoying video for a lot of people, but it's also a pretty interesting video for a lot of people as well. So, bear with me on this one. But, as you all know, a lot of things happen in the world. A lot of things happen. Like, there are murders every day and stuff like that, and it's not very nice to know we live in a world that has a lot of violence. Now, what humans usually do in this situation is they find a cause, they find a blame. And the reason why they do that isn't necessarily because they have to fit in with the law and they're like, yes, we have to have a blame on something. It's because if they don't, they feel unsatisfied, incomplete in their way. Like, they feel like they've failed, and they feel bad about themselves because they think that they're part of something as a thing. So if someone murders someone and there isn't a blame for it, there isn't a valid reason, you just go, gotta be a reason that makes him different to me for, and that's basically the, no one says it, but that is basically the reason. Like when someone gets, you know, when a class gets a bad grade in general, you're there like, but there's gotta be something that makes them different to me. Like, you know, I did well in that test. You know, there's gotta be something, and you always have to find a reason for something, or it's you feel incomplete. You feel kind of cheated out of what everyone feels about you. So, when something happens, they always turn on something. Now, recently in the last decade, couple of decades actually, I think it's been like 3 or 4 decades now, they have been blaming media. Now, music isn't really something you can really blame anything on because it's an expression of your personality. Same with art and stuff like that, and that's all bullshit because it's like you can't blame music for making you want to do something, mainly because you didn't have to listen to the music in the first place. You know, it wasn't their fault for creating the music. They enjoyed creating the music. They probably did it. They got a lot of money out of it. You're the one listening to it. You're the one who's doing it. It's probably your fault. Um. Also with movies, you don't really see many movies being blamed for stuff, but there's a lot of movies that have been like, oh yeah, no, they're terrible. That is terrible. Same with TV shows. They like encouraging bad behavior. Like, I guarantee there was at least one news report saying that Breaking Bad was supporting crystal meth in some way, and you should totally sell drugs to get money for your life. You know, there's got to be an article there somewhere on the internet because that's what happens. But there's something that's never been solved because there's something that always ends up being used as an excuse. And you know what I'm going to say because I'm currently playing one and it recently came up in the news and I got really annoyed by it and my parents got really annoyed by me, and basically video games have been blamed again for another murder. Now, although you may go, oh yeah, but it's bad, video games are bad, they are antisocial and you do this and you do that and you simulate killing people, and it's like, it's not like that though. Like, when people play video games, first of all, I'd like to point out, from a video gamer, you know, from a gamer who's been playing games for about, when did I get my PS2? I got my PS2 when I was 7. I got my DS, no, I got my Game Boy when I was 5. I've been playing the games for about 11 years now? Yeah, about 11 years. Probably a bit before that, actually. I probably played on one of my mates' consoles before I played on whatever I got. But, you know, I've been playing games for a good 11 years, and I haven't once urged to, I don't know, kill someone with a knife in school, like one of your teachers maybe. I mean, I've had a bigger urge to kill a teacher for setting the homework than I have of playing a video game, to be honest. But even that wasn't very big because I didn't end up doing it. You know, I think, and by the way, when I say that, I'm literally saying because there was a teacher who got stabbed by a student who apparently had a Call of Duty addiction and was always antisocial in their room, blah 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 blah. Now, although you say, oh yeah, no, that yeah, that makes complete sense. He's playing Call of Duty. He's got an instinct to kill, but that's not how it works. Okay, I get really annoyed by these things. It's one of the biggest things that I hate just because I am a gamer myself and I know a lot of people who are gamers, and you know, although there are big knobheads on gaming that, like, say your mum's shagged everyone in the neighbourhood, that isn't necessarily the same as stabbing a teacher. Now, either this teacher is a right dick, which I highly doubt. I think it was a she was, but, or he just had a mental issue. Now, the chances are he had a mental issue, because you don't just go and have an urge to pick up the kitchen knife in your house, take it to school, hide it to school, wait until your teacher's standing in front of the class, in front of all your friends, and then stab them to death. That is not how the human brain works, unless you are a slightly bit, crazy. Now, no, I'm not trying to take the mick out of crazy people, because I am slightly crazy in myself. Like, not in the same way, but I am loony as hell, and I lose topic quite easily, and I talk and ramble, and although you might think I'm not crazy, I've got crazy gene in me because of various family issues that have gone on. Now, although that I have never, again, I'm going to repeat, never had the urge to kill someone, and blaming video games is just a shitty excuse on trying to get the media off the back of the court by saying, oh yeah, no, he had a Call of Duty addiction, let's leave it at that, clearly the games are to blame. Now, first of all, the games are not to blame. Same with the music thing that I mentioned earlier, the games are not to blame, it is the person playing the game. If he was going to school, he would have to be it was a high school, so he would have to be under the age of 16. Preferably. Now, unless he was playing Call of Duty Ghosts, which is a 16, it is technically against the law to, first of all, own a copy of Black Ops 2 or any of the previous CODs with a 16-year-old, like, having access to the Xbox, and then, or PlayStation 3, but, and then secondly, kind of illegal as well to let them play it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I play COD, I'm under the age of 18, and I play Call of Duty as well as Black Ops 2 and all that. But, that's just the case. My parents are fine with that, because they know I'm not going to go on a raging rampage through a school with a freaking, what was the one in America? Was it a shotgun? I think it was a shotgun. Anyway, besides the point, it's a bit stupid to think that, that is the way that it works. You're blaming the child for something that the parent, first of all, let them have. So first of all, you're in the wrong space already. So the parents have let them have a games console. Now, if your parent hasn't let you have a games console and you're at the age of 16 or whatnot, either your parents don't understand you because they haven't learned that you like games consoles, or they just are worried about this kind of stuff happening to you. Now, in that case, your parents are super nice, and you shouldn't be annoyed by your parents whatsoever, because if anything, they're trying to do you a favour. So, I mean, nothing wrong with that. I don't see a problem with that. Personally, my parents let me, because I'm a big racer gamer, so the only reason why I have a COD is just due to the fact that I feel like, I want to be a multi-gamer, and I like playing with my friends on COD because it's a bit of fun. So, back to the point, anyway. So, technically it's down to the parents' decision. If the parents let the kid play on a overrated game, in theory, they are in the wrong. I'm not saying it's their fault that they killed him, obviously it was the kid, but if anything, he wouldn't have had access to the cause, as the media says, of the problem. Secondly, to be honest, why would it be the teacher? If you were to blame it on COD, then surely it would just be a random person. He wouldn't just target someone. So there's got to be a motive behind that. You can't just say, oh yeah, no, definitely the game that's done it, because he aimed for someone, and it wasn't like a throwing knife, was it? He came up and stabbed him. You can't really do that in a game as well, so you're kind of stepping beyond the game. So that's 3 points already. Fourth is a very big one for me, is, again, he's got to have some sort of line that we all have, but it's got to be erased in some way, because me and my friends, we have jokes about, like COD and all that, and we have jokes about GTA and all those games, but there is a line that you cross, and then once you crossed it, you realise that you've taken it too far, and you just stop. Now, most kids have it, and the reason why most kids have it is because they play video games. Some people don't have it because they don't play video games. They don't see the line until you play the video game and you realise, wow, there is actually a line, because I'm playing a game, but, it's simulated. I know it's simulated because I play it. And some people might know that, some people might not. Like parents these days, they go, "Oh my god, kid killing people! It's just like you're doing it in real life," and it's like, well, actually no, because I'm holding a controller and I understand because I'm holding a controller that it is simulated. So for it to be the game's fault, it's got to be the person's fault as well, because they've got to have that line in their head that they've gone over and gone, well, this is real life as well as a video game. And they've mixed the two and they've thought that they're the same, and he's tried to, wow, that, wow, ow, shit. That ruined everyone up. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's got... Oh, wow. Thank you. Because I really wanted to be pushed over into the Christmas decorations of... God. So yeah, no. So there's got to be some sort of tick. There's got to be some sort of cross that the person stepped over the line and got, oh yeah, no, that is what I want to do. That is at the point of, you know, God, I want to go out and do that. And if you're gonna blame video games for anything, and I mean anything, you should blame it on the fact that they are now super intelligent in some ways rather than others. Because I guarantee you, about, let's say 30, 40 years ago, half the kids in, no, not half, about a tenth of the kids in the population didn't have the same sort of tactical way of thinking as we do. Like, there's kids in Japan, although they like stereotypically are very smart, they are actually very smart because they play video. Like, a lot of them play video games, and the strategies that they come up with are unbelievable. Like, it's stupid how smart they are and how well they can outwit their opponent in certain, just in a video game. It's quite amazing. Like, the amount of stuff that I've learnt on Forza that is based on real life stuff is more than some people learn in mechanic school in college, you know. And like the things that I learn about communication in a lobby is more than you're gonna ever learn. Like, people say, oh yeah, you're antisocial for being in your room. I've probably met more people online than you've probably met in your lifetime, you know, because lobby jumping is a common thing and you just meet a random amount of people every day, and it's just like, so me being claimed to be an antisocial for talking to people all the time is kind of a bad statement as well. So although you think that, although people think that, oh yeah, like GTA, for example, oh my god, it's just about, like, I remember seeing a thing on Forza, no, on why did I say Forza? On a news report, that said, oh yeah, you can now, on the new GTA, fuck a like a prostitute and then beat her to death and get your money back so you don't have to pay for it. And I was just like, okay, yeah, you can, but does that mean you're actually gonna? And it's like, I don't think I've ever done that on GTA, to be honest. I'm just going to point that out. I've played GTA for nearly 6 months now, and I don't think I've ever done that. I think the worst I've ever done on GTA is burn up someone's personal vehicle because they annoyed me, or I drove a Titan into them because they annoyed me. Now, bearing in mind that the person that annoyed me was actually my friend, is the other case. So, like, you've really got to think. I think, if anything, GTA has showed people that they should be very careful with their money, and if not, you'll be ending up, like, paying loan sharks on how to get your money. That's my lesson learned from GTA. Don't spend your money too much, or you just end up broke completely. So, I mean, people think that, oh yeah, horrendous, it's a horrendous game, like GTA, Grand Theft Auto, it's in the name, they're asking you to steal cars and, you know, all that, and I'm just there like, yeah, but the last time I killed someone on GTA must have been about a month ago, and I guarantee it was by accident. Because I ran them over by accident. You know, it doesn't happen on a regular basis, and I don't play it because of that. And although people may do, again, you've got those mental, like, lines that I said that you know when to cross over. There's so many different things, and the chances of for a video game is, well, one in a million? No. 1 in 20 million? Probably not. Probably about 1 in 100 million people that play video games. No, 100 million. 1 in 50 million people that play video games probably will go out and murder someone. So, if anything, I personally think that if I was to go out and kill someone, I wouldn't, even if the media said, "Oh yeah, he's so Liam, he had his YouTube channel, right, and he spent like every day releasing a video, and it was usually, quite like mediocre content, but then he had like a lot of like you know, stuff like COD and GTA and all these violent games, and it's totally the reason to blame." I would actually, in the jail cell, be like, "Actually, you're wrong. It wasn't because of that. It's because I have something wrong in my head. The video game was nothing to do with it because, video game is a pastime that I enjoy doing, and it wasn't in any way to influence me into doing it." So I feel like, that's the way. Because I don't watch a movie like freaking, I don't know, let's have a think. I'm looking at my DVD cabinet. I don't watch a movie like The Hunger Games and want to go out and kill people to survive. That's not how it works, I don't play video games and then reenact them because that's stupid, like. And a lot of people might be like, "Oh yeah, no, but people don't find it stupid." And it's like, for some reason, I kind of think that they might. And for this rare occasion, since the last one was over 6 months ago, that someone has been killed, and I feel very sorry for the person who has been killed, and the family that had them, and the parents of the boy who went out and stabbed his teacher to death, which happened, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, in Leeds, and I feel very sorry, and I would give them, like, all my support if I was there. You can't go around blaming stuff that people have created, media that people have created, for something that a human being has done. And that is the end of it. Now, you may take down all the things, and you might comment in the description and go, "Yeah, but Liam, GTA is this, this, and this, and you may not do it, but other people do it." And it's just like, yes, but in the end, the disc of GTA didn't grab a knife and kill the teacher. It was the person. The person killed the teacher. You can't blame the game for something that the person did. There's millions of people who play GTA. It sold, like, it got $1 billion in the first week of it being released. You can't blame a freaking game for something that a human being has done. That is not fair. On first of all, the developers, they get so much bad sport for that. It's just they're like, "Oh yeah, no, now because it's gonna lose sales. Parents are gonna be like, 'Oh no, we can't give our son this for Christmas, God,'" and it's like, and then also. And I'm not being really annoying here by saying this, but the next developer of Call of Duty is a brand new developer just coming into the developing market. Helped with MW3, but barely is. This is the first time they've ever made a Call of Duty game. They're getting into it, and people are blaming Call of Duty on it. Like, how well are the sales gonna go when you find out that, the game franchise that you're working for has apparently caused another death? That's not fair, because it didn't in any way cause death. It doesn't supply the weapons that the person killed the teacher with. It doesn't tell them in the game, like, "Oh yes, comrade, you have to go and kill your teacher next." Like, it just bugs me to think that, first of all, that media, like, goes around spreading these untrue stories that video games are the reason why people go killing, but also that parents believe it. That is bad in itself. Like, they go around, like, saying all this rubbish, and you're there like, "Oh no, I don't believe it, I don't believe it, I don't believe it." And as soon as it comes to something that will allow their kid to, not be able to do what they want to do, yeah, no, that's allowed. Like, "Oh yeah, there's been a study that says that homework increases your intelligence by 240%. Whether it's true or not, the parents will go, "Oh yes, no, now we have to give them hundreds of hours of homework a month. That's it, now that's the end of it. You have no choice." And it's just like, what? And then as soon as it goes, "Oh yeah, no, a slight paper cut was caused by video game." "Oh yeah, no, sorry, you're not allowed to play COD for the next year." And you're there like, okay, right, because I totally want to go out and kill someone right now. I'm getting so angry. I mean, I've been angry before on Xbox. I've raged before on Xbox. I had nearly thrown my controller across my room and damaged not only the wall but the controller, and then probably would never ever have played it, a game again on my Xbox with my amazing controller, as well as probably nearly snapping the disc. And Orion was there when that happened, and I feel very sorry for when he was there because I got really annoyed. But even at that point, which is probably apart from when I broke my DS, the most ragey moment of my entire gaming history, I didn't have the urge to kill someone. And I don't want to keep reiterating this, but if you are a gamer and you have ever, not had the urge to kill someone on a video game after doing something completely terrible, like maybe a spawn noob across the map and you've been like, my god, I'm gonna kill you. Did you mean that as in I'm going to kill you in real life with a knife tomorrow morning, or did you mean it as in I'm going to kill you in the game by using a noob tube against you and see how you like it, or I'm going to spawn trap you so then you can't spawn trap me with your shitty noob tubes? Because I guarantee you it would be the second one, because unless there is a psychopath watching my video, which I highly doubt it, since I said there's probably 1 in 50 million people who play video games, you don't think like that. And I can't stop reiterating it. I can't say that word enough, because it just, people have these things, I see this advert for guerrilla gardening, and they're like, oh yeah, no, I think that we could help the world one by one, and he really strongly feels about how people treat the environment. Now, I'm all for that, yeah, that's great, but I am strongly against the media betraying video games for the reason why people kill, because that is a stupid comment, and all you're going to do is get a whole lot of teenagers not watching the news because they don't want to hear that bullshit, because most of them are smart enough. Yes, smart enough. We're not stupid because we sit in our rooms playing video games. We are actually freaking smart. Playing video games, we know that does not cause violence because it's a game, and although it may be a simulation in some cases, that doesn't make it real. It doesn't. It makes you I've played Flight Simulator, flown a Boeing 747. That doesn't give me the capabilities of freaking flying a Boeing 747 with passengers inside round the world without crashing. And that doesn't give me the right to try and get on there and see if I can do it myself, because I felt really happy that day and I thought, oh yeah, you know what, I can fly a Boeing 747. I've never tried to steal a Subaru Impreza and see if I can rally it. That doesn't happen. I've never gone and stolen a car and then put it in my garage and then got insurance on it and then said, oh yeah, no, now it's mine. And the civilians phone me saying, I'm going to put a bounty on you. That doesn't happen. I just... if I don't stop the video soon, I'm just going to continue talking for about an hour. But, yeah, but thank you guys for all listening, at least, because I'd love to hear your comments on either the Leeds killing that happened either 2 days ago, or the school killing. I don't know if is it a mass murder? I'm not too sure. Might be manslaughter. I don't really know the terms that well. But yeah, the killing, the 27 death in America about a year ago. No, about half a year ago. Over half a year ago, because it happened before GTA. But yeah, no, just give me your opinions on that, and give me your opinions on media betraying video games as the reason why, because I know it bugs me, because I know it doesn't, and I'm sure you guys who play COD and all that know it doesn't as well, so. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this little rant. If you did enjoy it, and agree with any of the terms, make sure to hit that like button. And if you do want to question me about anything, you go, well, what about this, Liam? I will be happy to answer, give you my opinion, either in video or in a comment, because that'll be fun. But yeah, and as always, guys, I will see you in the next one after I finish this little drift, because I'm gonna fail, but I didn't fail because I'm a good guy. I'm in gear 2. Why am I in gear 2? Sorry about the terrible gameplay. I've just been ranting so much. I really haven't been caring about the gameplay and caring about the commentary that I give to you guys. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna go around this corner perfectly. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I could get around the wall then. That would have been sexy. Sexy. Everything about just something. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy it, make sure to, subscribe and all that. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Why did I say